couple days ago, I was looking through Twitter.
As you do.
And I noticed something kind of suspect. One way to kind of seemingly track where players are going is to look at who people have followed lately.
Ah, yes.
And I went on Doublelift's feed, and I saw that he recently followed Ole. Okay, maybe that means something, maybe it doesn't. I went on to Steve's Twitter. Oh, his most recent follow was Ole. Well, now this is a little weird. Steve signs Doublelift. Now Ole goes on. Okay, so with that in mind, obviously it's not a concrete way of figuring out who's going where, but it's definitely one way of doing it. If I get a job offer, you go and you follow that team.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Though in the situation where we're trying not to leak something,
usually,
generally you don't.
Maybe wait till the signing is official. There's been some announcement, but you got to do what you got to do.
So with that said, Eric and I went through a couple of other Twitter accounts of some free agents, and we're like, I wonder if they followed anyone that's kind of suspect. And we actually found a good amount of people.
Yes.
And it could potentially give us some insight into where they're going. Again, this is by no means...
This is not official.
No.
This is purely speculatory.
Yes.
There are no sources here. The only sources are the player's Twitter feed. Yes. Not official.
We are bootleg red detectives, basically.
Yeah. But it's possible. It's interesting and curious.
It is. So let's start with the first one. I believe it's Dardoch.
Oh boy.
And prior to the news today, it made a lot more sense because I'd be like, oh, let's go join Froggen on Echo Fox. But you look at some of these follows. Obviously, Rick Fox is a big one.
Yep.
Nick Smith, head coach of Echo Fox, is a big one. And he threw
shade. The guy he would likely replace as starting jungler, he decided to follow as well. That's a lot of Echo Fox information. But yeah, the fact that they have Phoenix now, maybe Dardoch's like, oh no. He's played with Phoenix before.
Yeah.
Dardoch's first stint on Team Liquid didn't go so well. A lot of issues behind the scenes going on. So maybe those two don't want to be reunited. But that's a lot of Echo Fox shout-outs going on by Dardoch.
So who knows? Potentially Dardoch to Echo Fox. Again, Team Liquid's got to get rid of some of those junglers. And if Echo Fox is interested in taking that contract on, they already got rid of Acadian. So a jungle position is available. We'll see if he joins Phoenix.
It's a possibility. Think of a possibility.
Right.
Dardoch to Echo Fox. Not confirmed.
Not even close to confirmed.
Not even close.
Very mildly speculatory.
Very mild.
Yeah, that's right. Next up.
More junglers.
Is our boy Meteos, who has been following. You can ignore Flame and Netflix US. I guess in the offseason he's been a little bored and wants to see what new shows are hitting Netflix, obviously.
Who doesn't?
Almost everyone on planet Earth has followed 100 Thieves Nade Shot in the past while. But not everyone has also followed 100 Thieves, the team.
And now a lot of players have basically followed every new team in the LCS. The fact that Meteos has only done 100 Thieves and Nade Shot is curious.
It is.
It's a little curious. He's kind of hinted that he wants to get back into the pro scene. Obviously, he's a domestic jungler, formerly the best jungler in NA. I'm sure some of these teams wouldn't mind having him. He's got a pretty solid fan base behind him. So that's interesting. It's interesting. And
Meteos has played with Ryu.
There you go.
Previously as well. So who knows? Maybe they're building that bootleg Phoenix One roster back up from the ground floor.
Yeah,
don't recommend it, but
not the key guys people wanted from that team. Probably Rio and Meteos, but you gotta work with what you got.
You do. Now the next two probably not as hyped up, but no, never mind. Febiven's pretty hyped up.
Febiven's pretty up. We got a couple EU fellas.
Yes, and some Optic connections here.
Boy, he's handsome.
Yeah, look, there's that generic 100T Nade Shot fellow that everyone has, but Zabutin, the Optic head coach, and the owner.
Yeah, owner and CEO. Now, usually, sure, you're following players, you're following head coaches. The owner of a team isn't something you're usually like, oh, I'm going to give it a quick follow, unless there's maybe something more going on here. So that's an interesting one. Febiven potentially to Optic. Join Acadian over there.
That's solid.
Febiven definitely worth an import slot, I would say.
Yeah, 100% he is. And I mean, you pair him with Acadian already. That's a pretty good starting squad so far. I mean, Acadian, you saw that he had a good start to his career. Yeah. Kind of fell off after, and I don't know how much you attribute that to.
Ever since the drive video.
Ever since the drive video, since he stepped in that Lambo, it all went downhill. But I think another possibility based on Twitter follows. So almost a sure. I'm not even gonna say almost a sure
No,
thing because
don't
I know
say
you guys will take it and be like, these guys
This is
are
the
idiots.
Furthest thing from a sure thing.
Yes.
But it is curious.
His curious. And the last one, Julius, another guy who's definitely wanted to come back
He's still around.
into the pro scene. One of those guys to put out the news being like, I've got good news for you guys. I'm back in the OCS, whatever. And the one team he follows is Team Vitality. Mixed in with,
Hotshot GG?
yeah, Hotshot GG, Lars, some weird looking catfish account, which we're not going to click on whatsoever.
Definitely not.
But that seems like a connection as well for Julius, a guy who's been wanting to come back for a while.
Yeah, it's one thing to follow all the new teams coming into the NALCS, but if you're following Team Vitality, you feel like there's got to be some potential association with them there. So
Yeah.
again, something to monitor, there, and there might be more comings and goings, followings and unfollows with a lot of these free agents going forward. So you got to stay on your toes and pay attention to what's going on. I don't know why these guys can't just wait until it's official to follow some of these guys. Sometimes you're literally waiting like 24 hours. Just don't follow Ole until you sign him.
That's it.
But maybe Liquid Steve wanted that. He has fully embraced memery.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more esports content.